I know I'm going to get a lot of questions on this video, so if you want to know the answer to all your
whys, why did you do it this way? Why, Handyman, why?
You got to stick around to the end of the video. I'll go over why we did it this way. Stick around, watch the whole video. If you want a caulk gun on your shirt or your hat, go check out the link in the description. Let's see, can I do this by hand? No. There we go. Gonna fit? No. Just glued on. Jesus. Get that out of the way. Two hots and the ground gets grounded to the outside. The The last thing you want to do, especially on an electric water heater, is dry fire it. So you want to make sure that all the air is bled out of the tank. So that means going around and opening up all the faucets. Don't take the chance. The upper heating element is notorious for frying within 60 seconds. If you flip the breaker, send power to here, and it's not surrounded by water, within 60 seconds it'll go bad and you'll have to replace it. I'm going to make sure even all the lines are bled out. I do not want to take the risk frying that upper element. Okay, it's on. It's running. How do you know? Well, this isn't a smart water heater. I really don't see the need. I guess you could, if you forget to turn the water heater off before you go on a long vacation, you can do it from your phone. You can monitor the electricity consumption through your phone on the smart water heaters. We've been doing fine without smart water heaters. It's just something else to go wrong, and it adds an extra complication to the install and to operating it, and for the customer to understand. If you're doing this in rentals, if you're doing it in a fix and flip, I don't see any need unless it's been requested to get a smart one in there. So this is a 50-gallon mid-size. It's a little bit wider, but a little bit shorter. This is 4,500 watt heating elements, top and bottom. You want to keep an eye on how much electricity your panel, your main breaker, can handle. There is not much difference between a 5,500 watt 40-gallon and a 50-gallon 4,500 watt. The water heater that I took out of here was a 50-gallon. This is a 4-bedroom house. I think it's a 4-bedroom house. Has 3 different showers. The 50-gallon is good. It gives you a good safety margin. Now there are things called recovery times. So in your first hour, how many gallons of hot water will this make? The 5,500 watt heating elements make 63 gallons. The 4,500 watt makes 61 gallons. The difference between the 5,500 watt and the 4,500 watt is just 2 to 4 gallons on any measure. You bump that up to a 50-gallon and you just negated those 2 to 3 gallons. All right, now let's discuss what the heck is going on in this basement. Well, this is all temporary. This is all going to get moved within a month. Everything you see here, all the CPVC, every pipe, most every pipe, all the CPVC is getting ripped out all the way back to the water main where it comes in through the foundation. That chimney right there, I'm going to start removing that next week. It starts way up on the roof, comes down through the kitchen. That's one of the reasons we got rid of the water heater, is because this old chimney is what's used as an exhaust for the gas water heater and the gas boiler. Gas boiler's getting ripped out, this tank's getting ripped out, everything you see is getting ripped out, and a furnace is going in. It's going to sit right where the boiler sits. The trunk lines are going to go right straight through where this chimney was. One of the biggest upgrades, and it's one of the toughest upgrades when you are renovating a house or flipping a house, is getting rid of the old chimney that goes through the middle of the house. Now this is not the chimney for all the fireplaces. There's 2 fireplaces that go up 2 other chimneys in this house. This was strictly for the boiler. Kind of a cool clean out at the bottom. There's this thing up here. This is an input. I don't know. There could have been many, many arrangements over the last 100 years of heating for this house. The only thing that's not going to move is this gas supply line here is probably going to go in between the hot air supply and the cold air return. It's probably going to be a little bit of a gap here. It's possible the new plumbing will run in between that gap. Maybe the plumbing moves over to this side. Not quite sure. Another cool factor is this wall here. It's going away. It's moving over to here. And this will be the back wall of the utility room. And this is going to turn into a Harry Potter bedroom. There's a room on the other side of that wall that maybe you'll see in a future project. So if you got questions, I've got answers. Sometimes, depends on the question. Sometimes you guys try to rattle my cage and put in some very, very interesting questions. So having all the information, put your questions down below. All these valves leak. 1, 2, 3, 4. I deleted 2. But these CPVC valves up there. They've stopped leaking, but anytime you turn them, they start dripping. Some of them start running. But as of right now, I don't see any leaking. If you want to see some of these crazy projects coming up, like the chimney removal, and that chimney goes right straight down through the kitchen, I've got to build a pantry cabinet thing to replace the chimney that goes through the middle of the kitchen. I've got to put the furnace in. I've got to take out the boiler and all this system of pipes here. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. New videos, at least every week. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Back for some bonus footage. I got another topic of discussion for you down in the comments. What do you think of the safety? People are deathly afraid of gas appliances. Where I'm from, it's mostly gas appliances. Everybody that's from here is leaving here. And all these new folks are moving into town. And they are not like us. And they are afraid of anything that starts on fire, anything that combusts. So that's another reason to switch over to electric if you can. If you got room in your panel and your main breaker will support it. New breed of people. They're afraid of gas, natural gas. Sometimes they just want to put a mask on if they see a natural gas pipe. And they say, oh, I got to get my mask on.
Oh, it's got an electric water. Oh, yeah. I feel so clean.
Goodbye.